We're back with Brent Darnell, who teaches emotional intelligence, communication, and people skills. Brent, you know that there are a lot of people who are not comfortable talking about feelings and they don't think that they're wired to be able to ask for what they need. What would you say during this time for somebody who's having a hard time, but yet really has a hard time expressing themselves in this way?
It's an issue because it seems like when you go down that rabbit hole, it's hard to pull out. I think it's about, number one, recognizing that you're down the rabbit hole is the first step. So if you feel like you are isolating, not communicating with others, if you're falling back into bad behaviors with any kind of drug or alcohol use or into that depressive state or anxiety state, it's about getting the resources you need to get the help you need. And maybe initially it's not reaching out to somebody else, but it's recognizing it in yourself. Mm-hmm. And I talked the last time about taking this emotional intelligence test. It's brentdarnell.com/resources. There's a test you can take. But on that same page, there's something called the Tough Guy Survival Kit. And guy is gender neutral, so it's men and women. And what you can do is get that book, and there's a whole section in there on stress management. And it talks about some really specific techniques that you can use. We teach a lot of breathing and meditation and mindfulness kinds of techniques. And it goes through those techniques as well as things like nutrition and sleep and stress management and how all those things contribute to your overall mental and physical health. So, look at nutrition. Look at, we're in this isolated state and we eat crappy food and we don't sleep well. And we're highly stressed and anxious, and then how does that manifest? And it's about getting back into those things that we know we're supposed to do to be healthy mentally and physically and emotionally.
I'd like to drill down a little bit more into the relationship struggles, because being in close quarters for all of this time, I've been hearing like people are just too close for comfort. They're getting on each other's nerves. I have heard that the divorce rates are going to be going up as a result of this. And so anything you'd like to share about relationships?
It's true. And I understand that the domestic abuse incidents are going up as well because people are in such close proximity. I think it's about focusing on the areas that give you some kind of joy and fulfillment. And I think you need some time apart if your house is big enough to get at opposite ends of the house. I think that's helpful as well. And now that we're able to get out a little more and be separate from each other. And the thing that's helped me and Andrea, my wife, the most is nature. There's a beautiful trail behind us. Get your feet on the ground, get some trees around you, take some deep breaths. And this Tough Guy Survival Kit, practice some of these meditation and mindfulness techniques. It gets you away from focusing on those problems and the things that get on your nerves and focusing more on connecting with something that's bigger than yourself. I think it grounds you, and I think it makes you a little less prickly.
That's a great way to end this episode. Thank you so much. Yes, here's to being less prickly. Brent Darnell, thanks very much for joining us here at the Help and Healing Hangout.
Thank you.